Moving further with our next module, that is assessment, wherein we can have the examination in general. First of all, we have the grade master, wherein we can define various grades for the examinations. Then we have the exam group master, wherein the various examinations taken by the organizations can be defined. We can define the various subgroup masters of the examination, such as for the term exam we can define term 1, term 2. Coming to next, we have the exam master, wherein we can define various criterias. We can set the various settings over here for a particular exam. We can see all the subjects for a particular standard. We can define the maximum marks, minimum marks, whether we have to include it in total or not, we have to display it in result or not, we have to show the marks, so the grades. We can set the grades for a particular exam and a particular subject over here. We can set the exam date, exam time and the exam topic over here, and this schedule we can show to the students in the mobile application by clicking on publish exam schedule. The very next thing over here is the exam settings, wherein we can do various settings. We can select the various criterias which we want in our result, and accordingly the result will be generated, such as display the rank, the status, percentile, percentage, displaying the photo of the student, their monthly attendance, their grade string. Apart from this, their exam remarks also can be defined over here. Coming to the next, that is the core scholastic. So we can display the core scholastic result with the scholastic by clicking on include core scholastic. Similarly, we have an exam combine option over here, so the two exams can be combined in the main exam. If the organization wants to give the result of two examinations combined, so that two examinations can be combined from here. Coming to the mark entry of the examination, we have various options for the mark entry, such as mark entry single subject, mark entry all subject, mark entry subject wise. In single subject, we can do the mark entry for a particular subject. We can choose the various mandatory options over here, such as department, class, division, examination, and a particular subject in which we have to do the mark entry. So according to the subject wise, we can do the mark entry of a particular class over here. Coming to next is the mark entry all subject, wherein all subjects mark entry can be done directly from here. We can select the mandatory things over here, and accordingly we can do the mark entry. We can select a particular exam over here, and accordingly all the subjects will be displayed over here for a particular division and a class. So we can do the bulk entry over here, as well as we can import the Excel if the organization is maintaining the data of marks in the Excel, so the Excel can be imported directly from here. Similarly, we can do the mark entry for subject wise also. We do have various reports for the examinations. We can generate the reports such as mark list report, result list report, result list with subjects, topper list report. We can have the exam admit card. From here we can generate the admit card for the student. Here we can generate the exam time schedule also. We do have the analysis graphical report of the results as well. Here we can have the various analysis reports such as subject-wise pass-fail analysis report, grade analysis subject-wise, overall grade analysis, teacher evaluation, result grade chart, subject-wise percentage analysis, teacher evaluation subject-wise. So the various reports can be generated from here. Moving further with the core scholastic, the core scholastic results also we can generate from here. We do have a core scholastic group where we can define various core scholastic groups such as life skill, visual and performance, core scholastic activity, health and physical activities. Accordingly, we can define the indicator, the class core scholastic group, the activity group, and accordingly we can do the mark entry for the core scholastic as well. Here also we have a CS exam all entry as well as exam entry in bulk also we can do. We can generate the core scholastic reports from here. Coming to next is the activity based, wherein we can define various activities conducted in the school. The difference between core scholastic and the activity is we can get a different report for an activity based, and the core scholastic we can combine directly with the scholastic one. We can define the various activities in the subject activity. We can define the activities according to the subject wise, such as for English, English development, Gujarati development, reading skills, writing skills, etc. We can define the various indicators as well as the grade scores for the activities. We can do the mark entry for the activity, and we can generate the various subject activity reports for the student. Isobes provides the online examination integration, so the organization can take these MCQ based exams for the student. Here we can create the various data bank according to the subjects. Say for example, we have a science subject. According to that, we have a data subject master over here, wherein we can define the various data subject master. For example, in science we have chemistry, physics, biology. According to that, we can define the topic type master. In each subject we can define various topics over here. The next thing we have here is our question list. We can define the various questions of a particular data subject over here. We can select the data subject, the topic, and the difficulty level also we can set for the particular question as easy or hard. According to that, we can create the data bank over here. In the question description, we can define the various questions, and accordingly we can have a fourth optional choice over here. We can select the right key for the question, and accordingly we can do the bulk entry of the questions as well. We can select the class, subject, topic, difficulty level, and the marks for the questions, and accordingly we can do the bulk entry over here. The next thing over here is the test master. In test master we can do various settings, such as we can have the data subject over here. Next we can select the class for which we want to have the data subject. We can define the questions, number of questions over here, the test duration, how much time it will take for the test, the total marks for the test, as well as the startup remarks such as all the best we can give for the student, the alert duration, such as before 5 minutes the student will get the alert that the exam is going to be over. Any negative mark if we want to give marks per answer. Display result on complete, such as like result will be displayed after the completion of the exam. Allow review. If we click on allow review, the student will be able to check the questions that they have skipped. The student will be able to review the questions once the student has skipped the question. The very next thing is auto generate the questions, wherein we can define the weightage of each and every topic given in the subject. We have the assign option, wherein we can assign the data to the class wise. We do have a result option over here, wherein we can check the result of all the students, those who have given the exam. We can do the analysis for a particular result as well. So with the help of online examination, the student will be able to give the exam from home, and the management can check the result directly from here. Moving further with our next module, that is resource. First of all, we have the stock option over here. In stock, the stocks which are inverted in the school can be managed in this stock, such as like stationery or the uniform. Here we can define the various store locations. By selecting the store location, we have a stock invert option over here, wherein the stock can be inverted. Here we have a stock issue option, wherein the stock can be issued to the staff as well as to the student. Next we have the stock issue return option. At the time of school starting, if the school is providing any kind of things to the student, and at the end of the year if the student is returning the same thing, that data can be managed in the stock issue return. The next thing over here is the stock inquiry, wherein we can search the data, how much stock is left with the organization. We have a stock alert option over here, wherein we can set the quantity of the stock at which we want to get the alert for the stock. We do have various reports for the stock as well. Coming to the next, that is the asset management. So in asset, the organization can manage all their assets such as table, chair, electronic things, etc. We have a asset master option over here, so wherein we can define all the assets inverted in the school. We can adjust the asset, we can maintain the asset, we can move it from one place to another. We have the asset audit option whenever the audit is coming, so that log we can keep in the asset audit. We do have a asset in charge option wherein the school can define who is the in charge of the assets, who is looking after the assets. For the assets also we do have a asset maintenance alert, so we can get the alert at what time we need to send the asset for the maintenance. We can generate various reports for the asset as well. Coming to next, that is library. So organization can manage the library in the software as well. Here we have various masters such as book language master, book subject master, book tag master, library master. So we can create various types of libraries over here. When we select the library, here the very first thing we get is the book search option, wherein we can search out and we can see the various books inverted in the library. We can see the status of the book as well, such as borrowed, repaired, available or lost. The next thing over here is the book list. We can get the list of all the books. We can select the resource type, and according to the resource type we can get the list of all the books. The next thing over here is the assign book to class. Here we can assign the various books class wise. Say for example, for first standard we have some poem books, so accordingly we can take the organization, we can select the batch, and according to the class we can assign the various books from here. By assigning the class to various subjects, it will be easy for the students to find out the books in the library. The next thing is the issue setting, wherein we can do various settings such as how many number of books issuable for the student, how many days the student can issue the book, penalty per day if not returned on time, reserve days, whether the student can reserve the book prior or not. We have a book issue return option over here, from wherein the student and the staff both can issue the book. Here we have a book code option, so the student can search the book and accordingly it can be issued to the ID number. Whichever student is issuing the book, we can search the ID number and accordingly we can issue the book to the student as well as employee. The next thing over here is a return due option, wherein if the book is not returned on time, so we can send the alert SMS to the students or the staff. We have a SMS, email or the mobile app notification, so all the things are possible over here. We can select the student and accordingly we can send the SMS, email or mobile application notification. We do have a magazine master over here, wherein the various magazines can be input over here. The data for the magazine can be stored in the magazine master. Next we have the library attendance, so the division wise attendance can be taken in the library as well for the particular class and the division. Here we can select the various mandatory things such as organization, class and the division. Here we can put the date and accordingly the in time and the out time of all the students can be noted down in the attendance division wise. We do have various reports for the library, such as like any book is lost or gone for the repair, so that all reports we can get from here. Book list report, we have a existence register, monthly magazine list, book list high circulation, book list not returned, book list low circulation, lost book list. So accordingly we can generate the various reports over here. Isobes provides integration for the barcode as well. So if the organization is having barcode in their library books, so the book data can be inverted easily, and if the student want to issue the book easily, the book can be issued as well. Moving further with the next thing, that is transportation. So the organization can maintain all the data regarding the transportation over here. We do have various transportation master. So in transportation master, the organization can create various masters such as van, bus, etc. We do have a expense type master, fuel type master, whichever fuel is added such as petrol, diesel, vehicle document master, wherein the RC book of the bus or vehicle can be inverted, as well as the license of the driver also can be inverted. We have a vehicle type master over here, so we can define various vehicle types over here. We can select the transport and accordingly we can enter the data over here. The very first thing over here is a bus route master, wherein we can define various route masters. In bus route master, we can click on the search option and we can find the various routes defined over here, such as their driver name, mobile number, conductor name, conductor mobile number. Various details we can check over here. Next we have a assign route option over here, wherein we can assign the route to the students. Here we can assign the route to the single student. We can search the ID number and accordingly we can select the pickup point and the drop point, the bus route, their class, division, and accordingly we can assign the route to a single student. For assigning the route to a bulk students, we have a quick assign route option over here, wherein we can assign the route in a bulk. We can select the organization, bus route, and we can assign the students to over here. We just need to write the ID number separated by comma or by dot. Accordingly, we can assign the route in bulk over here. Coming to the next thing, that is the fuel log. So we can check here that how much fuel is used by a particular vehicle and when was the fuel added to a particular vehicle. By clicking on the search option, we can get the fuel log over here, such as the fuel type added, on which date the fuel was added, the price of the fuel, the total amount, last reading, current reading, etc. things we can search from here. Next we have a vehicle maintenance option over here, wherein we can check when the vehicle should be gone for the maintenance, as well as the kilometer reading and any remark if added. By clicking on the add option, we can add the various vehicle maintenance expenses such as servicing, washing, oiling, parts change, etc. We do provide various reports for the transportation as well. We have the reports such as route-wise student list, vehicle list, bus route detail, fuel log details, drop route-wise student list, pickup point-wise student list, school-wise route list, bus attendance, etc. Coming to the next, that is the hostel part. So our organization can maintain all the hostel details here. We have a hostel master over here, so we can define the various hostels such as girls hostel, boys hostel, etc. We can select any of the hostel. We do have a master over here, wherein we have the hostel deposit master. We have the building master, the various buildings such as the boys building, girls building. Accordingly, we have the room category master, such as we can define the room categories as AC room, non-AC room, dormitory. Room master, we can define the various rooms over here like 3 seaters, 4 bed, 6 beds, etc. Asset type master, wherein we can define the various assets provided in the hostel. We have a hostel student search list over here, so wherein we can search the list of all the students staying in the hostel by clicking on the search. Here we have the assign room option, wherein we can assign the rooms to the student as well as employee. We do have a room list option, wherein we can check whether the rooms are empty or full. Accordingly, we can assign the room from here also directly. We can check the various data such as room category, the building, room charge, students per room, students allocated. So various details we can check out over here. We do have a hostel deposit provision over here, so the hostel deposit can be added for any of the student. It can be adjusted, it can be refunded also. We do provide the provision for the generating of gate pass of hostel students. Here we have a hostel student gate pass. By clicking on the add button, we can generate the student gate pass. Here we can see the father's mother photo, the relatives photo, relationship, hostel pass reason, remark, gate pass date, gate pass time. We can search the ID number of the student, those who want to go out, and accordingly we can generate the gate pass for a particular student. We do have a webcam provision over here. If in case any of the parents, mother or relative are not able to pick the students, any fourth person is coming to take the student. So for security reasons, we have a webcam, so we can capture the photo of a fourth person and we can store it in our software. Similarly, we have the provision for the visitor gate pass as well. The visitor's gate pass can be generated from here. We can add and we can generate the visitor's gate pass visiting to the hostel, number of visitors visiting, purpose for the visit, others, employee, student, whom they want to wait. So that also we can store. The person's name and time also we can note down. We do provide various reports for the hostel as well, such as how many students are there in the hostel. So room wise student list we can get, room wise status we can have, room asset list, we can have the deposit refund room wise, deposit transaction, class wise student list, class wise summary report, vacant student list. Moving further with our next thing, that is the canteen. So in canteen we can define various types of food items available in the canteen. We can define various canteen in the canteen master. Accordingly we can select the canteen. The very first thing over here is the daily menu. We can define the daily menu. We have the break type. In daily menu we have a break type over here. So here we have breakfast, lunch, snacks, dinner. That break types we can define. Accordingly, by selecting the mandatory criteria, we can define the items daily provided in the canteen. We have a canteen issue option over here, so from where the canteen items can be issued to the students. We have a register for break, so that the students can register themselves for the break. We also have a attendance for break, so the attendance for the break can be taken of the students. We do have various reports for the canteen. Reports such as food item list, register for break list, student wise break, canteen issue list, food item issue count, canteen issue slip, etc. can be generated. Moving further with one of our more important parts, that is HR and payroll. So in HR we do have employee. Here first of all we have the employee list, so we can get the list of all the employees working in the organization and their status as well. Similar to the 360 view of the student, we do have the 360 view of the employee as well. We can search the ID number of the employee and we can have a 360 view of the employee as well. In employee 360 view we can have the employee details, their communication details, job information, other details, previously employment details. Apart from this we can have their attendance details, employee leave details, employee attendance details. Their payroll details can be seen over here, their payroll year, working days, present days, total earning, total deduction, net amount, and in detail also we can check over here their basic, DA, HRA, etc. Coming to next, that is the assigned task. So whatever task is assigned by the management to the employees, so that they can check over here, and whatever task is assigned by the teachers to the students, so they can check over here. The next thing is conduct entry. In conduct entry, the KPA templates can be, we can check the conduct type of our employee, whether it is positive or negative. Accordingly, we can have the appraisal data, whether the appraisal is done or not. We can check the bank details of our employee over here. So in employee 360 view also, the organization can get all the details in a single screen. Coming to next, that is the employee ID card generation. We have an employee ID card over here. So we have given 4 different templates. The organization can download the PDF and accordingly they can generate the ID card for the employee as well. We do have various certificates such as employment, experience certificate, relieving certificate, increment certificate. So these all certificates can be generated for the employee. We have several reports for the employee also, like employee list report we can get over here, employee ID card report, their contact list report, family details, employee list, employee detail, employee profile. So various reports can be generated. Moving further, we have the employee attendance. So the attendance can be taken directly from the software. Firstly, we have a leave type master wherein we can define various leaves such as CL, LWP, COMPOF. Accordingly, we have a set working days. So we can set the working days according to the employee's grade. We can set the week offs, holidays. We do have the provision for the grade leave settings. So according to the grade, we can have the leave settings over here, like maximum in month, how much the employee should take the CL or LWP, number of leaves per month, so that we can check. We have given a leave option over here from wherein the employee can add the leave whenever they are on the leave. By clicking on the add button, the employee can add the leave period, whether it is full or half, the leave type, CL, LWP, etc. from date to date they can define over here, leave reason they can define, and accordingly they can apply for the leave. We do have the provision for leave listing, wherein the management can decide whether the leave to be approved or rejected. By clicking on the search option, we can see the data, those who have applied for the leave. We can select the employee, those who have applied for the leave, and here from management can approve or reject the leave. They can also see their leave balance, their leave details, etc. We have an employee register over here for taking the attendance of the employees. Here, according to the date, we can get all the employees' data. We can select a particular employee who is absent. We can untick the box. We can leave type also we can define like CL, LWP, the leave period, absent reason for the leave. The attendance of the employee and the student can directly be taken via the biometric. Isobes provides a biometric integration which is fully integrated with the software. Based on the punch-in and the punch-out of the employee, the attendance can be taken, and accordingly the payroll also can be generated. If the organization is taking the attendance via biometric, the SMS for the late and the absent employees can be sent directly. The shift can be allocated to the employees. We have various reports for the employee attendance as well. Here we have the employee monthly attendance, employee leave status report, attendance sheet report, daily staff attendance, employee leave small. So all the reports can be generated from here. Moving further with the payroll. In the payroll master, we can define various payrolls and various payroll year. After selecting the payroll and the various payroll year, the very first thing over here is the select pay element. We can select various pay elements which we want in our pay slip, such as basic, DA, HRA, medical, bonus, etc. We have given 10 various earnings and the deduction options over here, so the organization can set accordingly the earning and the deduction points if they are having any other apart from this. We have a pay element list over here, wherein we can get all the list of the elements that we have selected in the select pay element. We can set the elements as LWP, employee specific, dependent, include in payslip, include in total. So all the settings we can do over here. The next thing we have here is a pay setup. So the pay setup can be done as payroll group wise. All the elements will be available over here. We can set the basic amount, we can set the TPay amount, whatever we want to keep as a fixed amount, so that we can set over here. We can keep the elements as percentage wise. Say for example the DA is dependent on the basic, so we can add the element from here. We do have the provision for pay setup employee wise, so for specific employee also the pay setup can be done. We have the provision for the pay process, so accordingly the pay process can be done, and the payslip of the employee can be get in the mobile application directly to the employees. We can select the year and the month, so accordingly we can get the data. We can click on the approve and the publish option so that the payslip will be approved and it will be published in the mobile application for the employees. We can generate various payroll reports from here. Moving further, we have the income tax. So various income tax reports can be generated. The challan of the employee can be generated from here. We can create various assessment years from here. We can select the assessment years, and accordingly we have the income tax challan over here, so we can generate the income tax challan for the employees. We do have the form 16, wherein the form 16 of the employee can be generated. We do have various income tax slab, so we can directly define over here the various income tax slabs. Coming to the next part, that is the loan. So if any employee is taking loan from the organization, so all the details of the loan can be defined in the loan. Here we have the various loan types, so we can define various loans such as home loan, car loan, study loan, etc. Here we have the loan payroll mapping. So the payroll can be directly mapped with the loan. The employee loan details can be searched over here, such as their EMI details, their loan details. In employee loan detail, we can get the various details such as name of the employee, the loan type, whichever loan they have taken, the interest type on the loan, the payment when it was started, loan amount, interest rate on the loan, number of installments, and the loan status we can see. We can get the various loan reports from here. The next thing is the appraisal. So the appraisal of the particular employee can be done over here. We can set various KPI templates. Here we can set various KPI templates. Accordingly, we have appraisal types. So various appraisal types can be defined. We have the conduct entry. So in the conduct entry, the entry can be done for a particular employee, whether it is positive or negative. We can roll out the appraisal. After roll out the appraisal, the team can rate the employee. Accordingly, the business head can rate the employee can rate themselves, as well as the appraisal status can be checked over here. The next thing is the recruitment. So the recruitment data also can be stored in the software. We can click on the search option and we can see various vacancies available in the organization. Here we can select the vacancies. The first of all thing we have is the candidate master. Whenever any candidate is applying for the vacancy, we can store their general details over here, their communication details, employment details, qualification details. Apart from this, we can also have the candidate list. We can get the list of all the candidates who have applied for the vacancy. We do have a candidate criteria score, wherein we can store the criteria of the candidate. We have a recruitment status bulk option, wherein we can check the status of all the employees who have applied for the recruitment. We can define various interview criteria in the interview criteria, such as PI, online exam, written exam, etc. Moving further with our next module, that is more, we have first of all the front office. All the front office activities can be maintained in the front office. First of all, we have the visitor log, wherein the log of all the visitors can be maintained over here. We have a courier dispatch and a courier receive option. So whenever the organization is receiving any courier or they are dispatching any courier, so that record can be kept over here. We do have a provision for the student gate pass, as in a running school or college. If the student wants to go out, so they can create the gate pass from here. We have a lost and found register over here. In the organization, if any student is forgetting anything, so the lost and found entry can be done in this register. We have an inward and an outward register, wherein if the organization is getting any kind of invitation or letter, so they can do the entry in the inward register. Similarly, if they are sending any letter, so they can do the entry in the outward register. We do have the provision for the employee gate pass. So in the running school, the employee also can generate the gate pass. We do have a summary dashboard for the front office as well. So here we can have the visitors count, courier count, student gate pass, employee gate pass, monthly visitor count. So monthly and the day wise report we can get over here. The next thing over here is the communication, which is fully a part of mobile application. Isobes provides mobile application as an integration, wherein the parents and the teachers can communicate. The mobile application of Isobes is available in Android as well as iOS. It supports multiple attachments such as PDF, Word file, photographs. At a time, multiple logins can be done in the mobile application. We have various things over here that can be seen in the mobile application, such as feedback. We can take the feedback of the parents for any events and activities. We can display any news of our school or the organization. We have a blog, so we can post the blog. The organization information can be shown over here. We can assign the task to the student. We can assign various circulars we can send to the students. We do have a link master option over here, so wherein we can provide various links such as website link or YouTube link. We have the provision for uploading the students' result. We can send them the assignments. We can add the photos in the gallery for any events and activities held in the organization. We have the behavior entry of the student, so any teacher can mark the behavior of the student. Apart from all this, we do have various facilities such as sending the attendance of the student. We can show their fees data, whether it is paid or pending. We can send them the various circulars in the emergency. We do have a provision for YouTube integration, which is fully integrated with the mobile application. Moving further, that is the events and the activities. So all the events and the activities held in the organization can be maintained over here. We can assign all the timetables over here. We have an event schedule option over here where we can schedule the events accordingly. We have an event feedback, so we can take the feedback of the event from the parents from the mobile application directly. We have an attendance event list option over here. So how many students have attended the event, so that list also we can get from here. We do have various reports for the activity. Moving forward, next we have the timetable. So the organization's timetable can be generated directly from the software. The timetable can be generated class-wise. We have a timetable schema option over here, so we can define various timetable schema. Accordingly, we can select the timetable for the organization. Here we have a division-wise workload, so we can assign the division-wise workload over here. We can select the division and the class. Accordingly, we can assign the total weekly lectures for a particular subject. The employee, whichever employee is going to take the lecture, so that employee we can assign over here. Similarly, we have a teacher workload option. So according to the teacher, we can assign the workload to them. We can click on the search option and we can see which employee is assigned which subject in which class and division, the number of lectures, the lecture length, etc. We do have the provision for the proxy setting. So if any teacher is absent on a particular day, so the proxy can be assigned to any other teacher. The timetable over here is fully master based. We can assign various organizations to a particular timetable for which we are having. We can assign the division, we can assign the teacher. We have a time setup over here, so we can define the time setup. Class wise, we can define on which day how many lectures will be there for a particular class and a division. We do have a provision for division time off. Here we can define on which particular day the students will be having holidays. We do have various reports for the timetable, such as division timetable. We can select the division and we can check the timetable on which day which lecture will be taken by which teacher. So lecture wise, accordingly we can generate the timetable division wise. Similarly, we have the subject wise timetable. So according to the subject, the timetable can be generated. The teacher wise timetable also can be generated. We can select the organization and the teacher for which we want to generate the timetable. So accordingly, we can generate the timetable teacher wise. We do have various reports for the timetable over here. We can have the reports such as division timetable, subject timetable, teacher timetable, school timetable, division workload, teacher workload, proxy timetable, free teacher timetable. So all the various reports we can generate from here. Moving further, we have the academics part, wherein the academic can be set up done. The very first thing over here is the classwork and the homework. So the teacher can assign the classwork and the homework from here, and that can be seen by the student in the mobile application directly. We have a lesson planning option over here, so the teacher can plan the lesson prior. We have a daily status option over here, wherein the management can check whether the lesson plan by the teacher is completed or not. Moving further with the health data of the student can be stored in the software. We have the health checkup option over here, so wherein if any doctor is coming for the health checkup, so that all data can be maintained over here. The next thing is the health checkup of the student. So whether the health checkup of the student is done or not, we can do the entry over here. We have the health checkup entry option, so we can select the organization, the class and the division. Accordingly, the health checkup entry we can do over here. We do have the immunization chart of the student. Moving further, that is the MIS. So the management level reports we can generate over here, such as like religion wise summary report, gender wise summary report, class capacity versus strength, inquiry and the admission report, average attendance, employee type wise summary report, So all the various summary reports for the management can be generated from here. Coming to next, that is the online learning. With the help of online learning integration, the organization can conduct virtual lectures for the student. We have various learning types over here such as offline, online, study material and assignment. In offline, the organization can send all the videos that are recorded and can directly share with the students. If we have selected the online, so in online the live lectures can be conducted. If we want to send any kind of study material such as PDF or any PPT, so that we can select. We have the assignment option over here. If we want to send any kind of assignments to the student, so that we can select over here. We have the add option over here, so we can do all the setups over here. We can select the various learning types over here. We can select the various classes for which we want to define. We have the subject option, we can select the subject. The topic we can select. We can define the start date and the end date of the lecture. We can define the start time, the end time of the lecture. We do have a description option over here for any kind of topic. If we want to give some description, so that we can define over here. We have the provision for teachers, so whichever teacher is going to take the lectures, so that we can define. We have a track attendance option over here, so the attendance of the students can be tracked in a live lecture, how many times the student is doing login and the logout. We have a resource applicable option over here, wherein we can define the path of the videos where we have kept. We have the reference applicable. If any kind of reference, Google reference link we want to share with the students, we have the assignment applicable option over here, so the assignment will be applicable to the student. We have a submit assignment option wherein the students can complete the assignment and can submit directly. We have the take test option wherein the online examination of the student can be taken. The very next thing over here is assign to. So we can assign the selected things. We can select the organization and the class division for which we are defining all the criteria, and accordingly we can assign. Moving further with our next module, that is the admin tool. First of all, we have the security over here wherein we have the assign permission option. We can assign the permission according to the role. Say for example, we have the admin role. We can assign the various permissions of the various modules. We have the assign permission option. We can select the role, and according to the module wise we can give the permissions, such as the admin can read, create, update, delete, print or execute. So all the permissions we can assign from here. We have a copy permission option over here. So if we want to give the same permissions to another person, so we can copy the permission directly. We do have a dashlet permission which we have seen at the very first, so the dashlet permission also can be assigned from here. We can assign the permission task wise as well. We do have a dashboard for security summary wherein we can check various reports. We can check the source type over here, whether it is employee or students, the created users, the pending users, registered users, not registered, the percentage. So here we can get an analytical and graphical report both. Apart from the integrations I have already explained, Isobes provides SMS integration wherein it helps to instantly communicate with parents about their ward's attendance, result, fees and entire school notice board. We can set predefined templates for the SMS. We can customize the template. We can schedule the message. We can have the festivals and birthday messages as well. We can send the schedules for notification, examination notification. We can send urgent notices. Apart from this, Isobes provides vehicle tracking system. With the help of vehicle tracking system, it helps in the supervising and managing school buses or the college buses. It empowers you to verify your vehicle location at any time from the convenience of a web-based application, from their exact GPS location to their stoppage point, their complete route and their speed statistic. We can get the real-time tracking of the bus. We can have the trip playback, so we can get the data. We can have a mobile app for parents, so in which the parents can see the data. The parents can have the notification in their phone when the bus is coming to pick up that board. The admin of the college or the school can also access the VTS in the mobile application. They can search the nearby vehicles. The driver identification can be done. Apart from this, overspeeding alerts can be sent to the management of the organization. We can have the Google Map support. We can have the notification of reaching and leaving to the school or the college. We have the geofencing facility. The tracking of the vehicle can be done easily with the VTS system. So here we have completed with the demonstration of Isobes. I hope you liked the product. Again, I would heartily like to thank for your valuable time for the demonstration of Isobes. Thank you.